Keeps control for Thompson. Pass receiving's wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out, up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Sem for takeoff.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Saturday afternoon from Hunter. It is our Irie Insurance pregame show where today we feature a split doubleheader for Northern Cass going up against Turtle Mountain in the girls contest, with the boys to follow suit against North Border roughly at 5 o'clock. I'm Chase Miller alongside Brady Walski here, and welcome to our Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. For the Turtle Mountain Braves, a quick turnaround from their contest yesterday all the way out in Watford City, a 59-48 loss at the hands to the Wolves. Turtle Mountain is 4-2 on the season, and they're back at it again over the holiday break in the Valley City Shootout on December the 28th and the 29th before going up against the Firebirds of Devil's Lake on January the 4th. Turtle Mountain averaging 55 points per contest, while defensively giving up 48 points per game in Division A Region 3 for head coach David Gorno Jr. here in the Braves. While for Northern Cass, the Jags, under the guidance of head coach D.C. Lucas in his fourth season, Northern Cass 4-0 on the year after winning the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament. They followed that up with a 62-43 win at Lisbon on Monday. So Northern Cass has had a handful of days off. Then they have a busy week next week. They play at Kindred on Thursday before squaring off with Four Winds Milwaukee. That game will be on Friday. And an update for you from Kindred. The Kindred Vikings come back and defeat the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks in girls basketball today, 59-52, the final in that one again in Kindred between the Vikings and the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks. When we come back, we'll dive into the history a little bit here between the Braves and Northern Cass. We'll also get to our starting lineups and the opening tip and hear from both head coaches. That's all still to come here today from Hunter. It's girls basketball followed by boys basketball against North Border here on yourliveevent.com.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org. As we continue here on our Irie Insurance pregame show, taking a look at some of the history between the Braves and the Jags. Well, they typically have not met because of the old 2 class now into the 3 class basketball system. For Turtle Mountain, their last state tournament appearance back in 2005, and girls basketball 6-16 last season, losing to Dickinson in the WDA play-in 60-54. While for Northern Cass, 3 state tournament appearances, for Northern Cass. It is for Turtle Mountain. They've been to state more recently than that. We'll get to you that here in a moment. But for the Northern Cass Jaguars, their most recent appearance, again, coming back in 2005. 3 state tournament appearances in 3 consecutive seasons in 03, 04, and in 2005. Northern Cass with 0 state championships in girls program history. While for Turtle Mountain, they've been there 3 times, most recently coming back in 2015. The Braves in 88 and also 89, making it to the state Class A girls basketball championship, basketball tournament. So that's, again, a look at Turtle Mountain. When we come back after this, we'll get you into our coaches' conversation. Again, a final earlier today in Kindred. Vikings with a 7-point win over Shiloh. The boys' game to follow suit. The latest Division A girls basketball poll had Thompson #1. Northern Cass, well, they're right up there as well in the top 5 with South Prairie Max Botno and the Central Cass Squirrels here for Jay Botman and the Squirrels. Kindred going to be receiving votes and possibly even in the top 5 after picking up some wins here throughout the week. But again, in Class A or Division A now with the new 3 sets of divisions. Thompson is 1, followed by Northern Cass 2, South Prairie Max at 3, Botno 4, and Central Cass at number 5. Then you have receiving votes of Watford City, Kindred, Devils Lake, Turtle Mountain, and Shiloh Christian. Again, those are the latest polls. We'll have new polls coming out as voted on by media members in the state. That'll be upcoming on Monday. We'll take a quick break. We'll hear from David Gorno Jr. coming up around the corner. DC Lucas. That's all still to come on our Irie Insurance pregame show here today from Hunter.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Ryder Burris. I'm confident on the ice. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here today, part of our split doubleheader. Again, Northern Cass boys go up against North Boulder after conclusion of Turtle Mountain going up against Northern Cass here in girls basketball. Joining us now from Turtle Mountain, that's their head coach, David Gorno Jr. And David, 6 games into the season so far, you get another non-region contest in for you here in Class A this season. What have you seen and what have you liked from your team through 6 games of the season so far, Coach?
The fact that that we've been learning every game. It's a new conference for us, new division, 3-class system, and our girls are kind of adjusting to it as the season goes along. So we're coming along, I would say, fairly quick. Our defensive schemes every game are coming along. We're still working through a lot of the kinks, but it seems like some of the girls are picking it up a little bit. Offensively, we're struggling with our shooting on the perimeter, but we have good post play from Quinn Lattiser. I think she's averaging a double-double, something around 12 and 10 a game. Free throw line, though, we're struggling from our free throw line. We have, out of those 6 games, I think 4 of them are on the road. So we're struggling on the road with our shooting percentage from the free throw line and from the perimeter, or let's say the 3-point line. So we're trying to get that on track. We have, I think, a total of 14 games on the road this year. So, and that's before tournament play. So we're trying to, just button things up and sharpen up on offensively. Just trying to keep going as that season goes, keep getting better every game.
Yeah, and you got some more miles as you go from the west side of the state to Watford City to the east side of the state here to the Hunter-Arthur area today. Going up against Northern Cass, what's going to present a challenge? What have you seen on film, David, that'll make Northern Cass challenging here this afternoon?
Well, we watched on game film with Northern Cass. Like I said earlier, they remind me a lot of the Bono Stars. Very athletic girls. They got the height, they got the athleticism, they got girls that can handle the ball, that can shoot the ball. They're going to cause us a lot of problems in the state this year, especially in this class, in their region. State tournament, I believe they'll be there right there. They'll be right there on the top. I think they're, number 4 right now in the state. So they're a good team. I like the way they play. I like their game. The coach seems like he's very knowledgeable. He's got the girls going in the right direction. They have a good program here.
Final thing for you, David, let's talk about some of your players here. You mentioned Quinn a little bit earlier. Achilles is having herself a nice season, too, as the sophomore guard. What does Achilles bring to this year's Turtle Mountain program?
Achilles, well, last year we lost our point guard from a 4-year starter, my daughter Amaya. She's at Minot State right now playing for them. And Achilles kind of is filling that role where she has to be the leader on offense for us. She has to set us up our offensive sets. She has to control our momentum. She does a lot for us on the offensive side. On defense, she's also a captain on our defense. She's one of the players that, get us into what set I'm calling out. And she's kind of a leader. You say even she might be an underclassman, but she's one of our leaders out there on the floor. And she's like an extended coach, you could say, out on the floor. So we expect a lot from her every game, and she's been performing to where we need her to.
Coach Gorno Jr., thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here today against Northern Cass and throughout the rest of the season.
Thank you.
We'll continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show after this here from Northern Cass.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here from Northern Cass, as they welcome in Turtle Mountain, the Bravettes here to town for this split doubleheader. The boys will follow suit against North Border a little bit later on, but joining us now from Northern Cass as their head coach, DC Lucas. And DC, always an interesting time. You had, 4 games in about 6 days there, and then you get a handful of days off, and now you're going to be on a quick swing again. What did you learn from your team on Monday in Lisbon, and then what have you kind of worked on throughout the week as you gear up for Turtle Mountain?
Yeah, I think the game with Lisbon, I think it was a tale of two halves. In the first half, we came out a little bit just stalled out. In the second half, they responded really well. And then give us a couple days of practice just to go back and just start working on some things. There's some things on the defensive and offensive side of the ball we just need to clean up. So this would be good to get this game in and have 3 games before a good back-to-back with Kindred and 4 wins.
And you go up against Turtle Mountain. This is a team. Is this going to be an up-tempo style game? What do you want to see from your girls against a squad that, as we've seen this season, can put the ball in the hoop a ton here with Turtle Mountain?
Yeah, I think for the Turtle Mountain, I watched them last night against Watford City. I think it's just for us to control the chaos. They play a very up-tempo game. They got a great post player, so they like to press. So for us, it's going to be just really staying calm, playing our game, and not just get too disruptive and just play really smart defensively.
How fun is it to be at home? You had 4 games at Valley City, you had at Wahpeton, at down Lisbon, now you get your home opener. How fun is it for the girls, even if it's on a weekend, playing in front of their home fans?
Yeah, we talked about that last night. Home opener, doubleheader with the boys. There's going to be a lot of people here. So there's just a lot of genuine excitement here just to get things kicked off. And then, have a couple more home games coming up. So we're really excited about this.
There's been someone that's kind of been in between the JV varsity, and there always is. Reese Lavig seems just to get a little bit better a little bit. I know we've talked about a myriad of your starters and some bench players, but where do you see Reese's role continuing to grow here this season for Northern Cavs?
I think where I love the way Reese plays on the defensive side of the ball. She can just disrupt the guards, whether it's in practice or in games. I just love watching that defensive intensity. I know she's working really hard on her offense and her ball handling, but right now she's a key component for us off the bench to come in and play some key minutes defensively for us.
DC, is always good to see you again. Happy holidays and best of luck today against Turtle Mountain.
Same to you, Chase. Thank you.
That again, DC Lucas, head coach for Northern Cavs, will continue on our pregame show here after this from Hunter.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Final segment on our Irie Insurance pregame show here between Turtle Mountain and Northern Cavs. Some scores rolling in from earlier today in girls basketball. Mayport CG defeats Maple River in Class B girls hoops this afternoon. 63-40 the win for the Patriots. Also at the win, Kindred over Shiloh Christian by 7. And in overtime, Cincinnati defeats the Minnesota Vikings with a game-winning field goal, 27-24 in overtime. The Bengals with the win over the Minnesota Vikings. Still to come in college football, North Dakota State going up against the Grizz of Montana here. Kickoff at the bottom of the hour. That again does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. It's a split doubleheader. The boys coming up next again. That'll be against North Border, and then we'll get you slated for that contest after the conclusion of this one between Turtle Mountain and Northern Cavs. Northern Cavs 4-0 on the season. Their last two wins over Maple River in the Barnes County Girls Basketball Championship game, 78-51. A week ago on Friday, they defeated the Lisbon Broncos on Monday in Lisbon, 62-43. While for Turtle Mountain, 4-2 on the season. They've lost 1-2. They've won 2, lost 1, 1-2, lost 1 so far. How their schedules rolled, they beat Beulah 59-36 on Tuesday before falling short to Watford City in Watford last night. A long travel distance here for the Turtle Mountain Braves, 59-48. Again, that does it for our Irie Insurance pregame show. We come back after this. It's the starting lineup and the opening tip here from Hunter.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Again, it's the Turtle Mountain Braves and the Jags of Northern Cass here as we get you slated for high school girls basketball on your liveevent.com. Between these two clubs, as this contest between the Jags and the Braves ready to get underway here in a moment. I'm Chase Miller alongside Brady Walski, as we'll start at the starting lineups here first for Turtle Mountain as they'll roll like this here for the Braves. Irely Czar, the 5'10 freshman forward. Gasell Vandal, the 5'7 senior guard for Vandal. You have Harley Berkshire, the 5'7 sophomore guard. Achilles Azure, the 5'8 sophomore. And Quinn Ladisser, the 6'2 junior center. So again for Turtle Mountain, Czar, Vandal, Berkshire, Azure, and Ladisser here for the Turtle Mountain Braves. David Gorno Jr., the head coach, with a mark of 4 wins, 2 losses. The Braves averaging 55 points per game, while defensively giving up 48 points per contest. They did have an injury with Poitra, who was not in the starting lineup here for the 6-foot sophomore center yesterday against the Wolves of Watford City. Now we turn our attention to Northern Cass as the Jags will roll like this. Head coach D.C. Lucas averaging 65 points per game while defensively giving up 46. Hayden Crockett, the 5'7 junior guard for the Jags. Also from there, Addie Rust, the 5'6 senior. Ellie Lucas, the 6'1 senior forward. Tesh Jalbert, the 5'8 sophomore forward. And Josie Jensen, the 6'3 senior center. Crockett, Rust, Lucas, Jalbert, and Jensen here for Northern Cass, again with a mark of 4 wins and 0 losses on the season for Northern Cass. The Jags clad in their white uniforms today with Jaguars across the front, while for the Braves clad in their black uniforms today with Braves across the front. 4 8-minute quarters with a 35-second shot clock, and then roughly 20 minutes after this game concludes, we will get to Northern Cass and North Boulder on the boys' contest for this split doubleheader. Scheduled for a 3:30 tip, and that's where we are here today. 3:29 for the official tip time, and this varsity contest between the Braves and the Jags is underway here from Hunter. Northern Cass will come up man pressure defense. Crockett nearly getting a steal, and there is the poke away steal. See how Turtle Mountain will answer now as they will come out with man pressure defense as well. Rust at the right-hand side looking back door as this one goes to Jalbert. Extra pass, Lucas for 2. So Ellie Lucas with the first 2 points on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard here for Northern Cass. Turtle Mountain pops a pass left-hand side to Vandal. Vandal back to the top of the key as they work it around the horn. Berkshire on the interior. The Ladisser can't get the shot to go. Put back though. Second attempt is going to be off the mark. Rebound goes to Jensen. Gwen with 2 opportunities, unable to find it. Jumper on the way for Hayden Crockett off the back tab. Reamed out right to Hayden. Another chance, good for 2. Hayden Crockett and the Jags off to a 4-0 start here against Turtle Mountain. And sometimes you just wonder with the legs of the Braves or any team going back-to-back, but you add the travel from the western part of the state to the eastern part of the state. Jumper is off the mark, no, by Vandal. Rebound goes Crockett in transition. Hayden finds Rust off the front iron, can't get it to go, and a foul here for Tesh Jalbert. As you have Achilles with the rebound, her first. And a press breaker now here for Turtle Mountain. Northern Cass with a good start, as we mentioned, into this game so far. As with it now will be Azure. She looks to cross the timeline here. She does, guarded by Tess Jalbert. Jalbert looking for the poke away steal, and will have a tie up in the arrow will favor Northern Cass. So eventually does work into a particular turnover. Northern Cass, for DC Lucas, you like to start if you're Turtle Mountain right now. Looking for a stop, maybe a quick score the other way. As the Braves will look to potentially trap when they can. Jalbert rips it through, finds Rust. Braves playing a little zone defense as Rust is at the right wing, gives it now to Crockett. Crockett here at the top of the key, takes a ball screen, shooting will be off the back of the rim. Now Jensen, putback, rebound, good for 2. Josie Jensen with 2 points and 2 boards, and the Jags have 3 different players in the scoring column. Other side will pick up the second foul on Tess Jalbert as Turtle Mountain will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Azure Achilles, the 5'8" sophomore forward, as Tess picks up her team second here. And now for head coach DC Lucas, see what he does with Tess. Free throw attempt is up and in. Second free throw attempt upcoming here for Achilles as Turtle Mountain is on the board on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. This will be off the front iron, long rebound gets tapped out, and it will be Braves basketball. So Tess will come out of the game. Coming in will be Casey Fix, the 5'4" senior guard. With Jalbert having those 2. Lattiser posting up. This one does eventually find Turtle Mountain's hands with Vandal, but then Vandal lost it. Rust is double-teamed. Rush trying to give it. It's still loose and eventually will be out of play here off of Casey Fix. Turnover for Northern Cass. Turtle Mountain, Lattiser and Jensen being a fun battle so far on the inside. Lattiser at 6'2", Jensen at 6'3". Braves making their way in the paint. Jumper is going to be short here by Azure. Rebounds comes down to Hayden Crockett as it'll be her third. Crockett working her way to the paint. Left-handed shot, no. Rebound to Turtle Mountain. Here it was Czar. The 5'10" freshman four quickly works in transition with Vandal and will have a traveling violation on Turtle Mountain. 6-1 Northern Cass here on YourLiveEvent.com. In quarter number 1. This is a Division A or Class A. Again, with the new 3-class system contest, but a non-region game as Turtle Mountain out of Region 3, while Northern Cass is out of Region 1. Lucas looking for the right wing to Jensen, batted out of bounds as the Braves again continuing with this zone pressure defense. A little bit of a 1-3-1 with the matchup zone with it. This will go baseline to Jensen, left-hand side Crockett looking back for Josie. Give and go, Jensen now with 4. Josie Jensen, 4 points, 2 rebounds here for Northern Cass, who stretch out their lead a little bit more. Azure knifing her way to the paint, left-handed scoop for 2. Achilles with her first field goal of the game for Turtle Mountain. Northern Cass with Crockett. Crockett ankle cross, pops it past right-hand side Lucas as this will go to Fix. Back to Jensen. Crockett, deep 3 on the way, off the right iron, and a rebound here to Turtle Mountain. Lattiser gets her second. Braves looking to make it a 1-possession game with a bucket here as they give it to Vandal. Vandal top of the key, left-hand side to Czar. Czar at the left wing back up top as this one will go to Azure. Azure left wing 3 on the way, off the iron board to Hayden Crockett. Crockett with the basketball, she works her way into the paint. Teardrop floater, got it to go. Hayden Crockett with 4 points and 4 rebounds. As for Turtle Mountain, they will bring it in the front court, as this will be right-hand side to Azure. Azure right wing 3 here for Turtle Mountain, going to be long by Bercier, and a board here to Ellie Lucas, her first. Lucas in the front court, as this will go to Crockett. Crockett making her way down the paint. Shot's going to be off the iron, rebound to Czar. And for the Braves, they will bring it in the front court here to the left-hand side to Achilles. Gives it back around the horn, right wing to Bercier on the interior. Lattiser and will have a block shot. Jensen will be called for the block shot here, as we'll have free throws upcoming for Turtle Mountain, as Lattiser will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Free throw opportunity is up and good. Again, foul will be on Jensen, her first, and team's third, and free throw opportunity here for Quinn will be on the second. Turtle Mountain, so far 1 of 2 both times at the free throw line, so 2 of 4 is something their head coach and Coach David Gorno Jr. talked with us about in the pregame show, saying just early on so far, the three-pointers and the free throw line just hasn't been kind to the Braves early on this season, but a good 2 points here by Czar for the Braves. So Turtle Mountain back within 4. Crockett at the right wing, Maker at the left wing after the skip by Rust. Hayden looking for a teammate as she uses up that dribble back to Rust. Rust will handle it, takes the ball screen, skips it to Lucas, and will have a turnover. That's the second for Northern Cass. Other side of the floor goes Azure. Azure right-hand side to Bercier. Bercier looking on the interior. Ball gets tipped and will eventually have a reach and foul. Czar will pick up her first, team's first, after the turnover by Turtle Mountain. And we'll have a timeout on the floor. We'll break with them on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northern Cass leads it by 4. And that again is a Bank North timeout. Go to ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. They take community to heart at Bank North. It's 10-6. Northern Cass with the advantage here after the timeout by the Jags. That's their first. They pop it on the inside here. Lucas off the front of the iron, no. And Ladisser gets her third rebound. For Turtle Mountain with Azure. Brings this one to the front court, right-hand side to Czar. Czar gives it right wing, free throw line extended to Bercier as they work it around the horn. Azure making her way to the paint, right-handed scoop and score. Achilles now with 5 points of Turtle Mountain's 8 so far here for the Braves. Crockett in the front court at the right wing using up that dribble. Double team comes, looking back door, and well, Casey Fix nearly lost it. Eventually she does, and that'll be a turnover, the third here for Northern Cass. Abby Winterquist will check into the game for the Jags as Josie Jensen will come out, and for Turtle Mountain a chance to possibly tie or take the lead pending this result. Northern Cass man pressure defense. Crockett nearly gets the poke away steal. As Turtle Mountain will inbound it here with Czar right in front of that Northern Cass bench. Azure crossing over right to left, looking for a teammate for Bercier. Bercier left wing as this will go to Vandal. Vandal right-hand side back to Achilles. Achilles will step into a long 2, and that they will say it's going to be a 2-pointer. So a long 2-pointer again for Achilles. She has 7. So we're going to be tied at 10 here at the 148 mark. First tie of the contest. Looking to regain the lead. Crockett left wing 3 off the iron. No ball tapped out by Lucas as it will be Turtle Mountain basketball. So for Turtle Mountain now, they have a chance after that stop to possibly take their first lead of the contest. Azure brings it in the front court as they work with it with Czar. Czar between the circles here to Vandal. Vandal back up top, Bercier. Bercier looking for it, left wing, free throw line extended. Azure back to the top of the key as they handle it now with Vandal. Vandal bounce pass on the inside, and Winterquist able to get the poke away steal that leads here to Crockett. Left-handed scoop off the mark. No, Addy though follows it up. Put back 2-pointer, got it. Instant offense and instant defense here for Winterquist. Northern Cass regains the advantage with about 60 seconds left to play in our opening quarter on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. This one will go to Vandal. Vandal takes the ball screen as they handle it now between the circles. Bercier turnover as Hayden Crockett making her way right down Main Street. Left-handed scoop and score. Hayden Crockett now with 6 points. As Turtle Mountain will see this one with the basketball. Azure will handle it here between the rings. Looks for it left-hand side to Vandal. Vandal back up top with it between the circles to Czar. Ball gets skipped right-hand side. Rust make it fix. Nearly gets a steal. Instead, it's almost a tie-up. as those will get batted away by Winterquist. Turnover number 8 for Turtle Mountain. Rust in the front court now for Northern Cass as she brings it right-hand side. Zips a pass on the left side, and there's a block shot on the way by Czar after the shot by Casey Fix. Working here in the front court is Turtle Mountain as the Braves have a chance here with Azure, and she gets it before the horn. That one's going to be a long two-pointer here for Achilles. After one quarter, Planner Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's 14-12 here in favor of Northern Cass.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street at I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. 14-12 in favor of Northern Cass, led by the 6 points of Hayden Crockett. While for Turtle Mountain, they're currently led by the 9 points of Azure so far here. She's got 9 of their 12. Jumper on the way, and Turtle Mountain takes their first lead of the contest with a Vandal triple. That's the first 3 of the game for either club. So Turtle Mountain with the advantage here, then Northern Cass sees a turnover, their 4th. Full court pressure defense. And for the Braves now, Madison, the 5'8" sophomore guard, will be into the contest as she handles it in the front court. Pat Node, right-hand side. This would be Azure. Achilles looking for a teammate. Dribble handoff here to Madison. Madison goes hard down the paint. This will go to the baseline. Jumper coming for the Braves off the front iron by Vandal. Rebound here to Lucas. Lucas collects her second rebound. Hayden Crockett in transition. Crockett, ankle cross, knifes her way into the paint, right-handed scoop, and will have a foul. Looks to be in the act of shooting here for Hayden. This will be on Lattiser, her first, team's first of the quarter. And going to the free throw line for the first time today will be Northern Cass with Hayden Crockett. Crockett, 2-shoot-2, and the first free throw attempt is up and in now with 7 points to lead the floor here for Northern Cass. After today for Northern Cass, they'll have a rivalry game with Kindred on the 21st of December. While for Turtle Mountain, they get a little breather here before their next game as they will play in the Valley City Shootout over the holiday break, and a turnover here for Turtle Mountain. So Crockett will inbound the basketball to the scores table, as now they will give it to Tesh Jalbert. Jalbert looking back door for Crockett. Crockett on the reversal for 2 points. Hayden Crockett with 10. As Turtle Mountain brings it into the front court, they will handle it here with Azure. Right-hand side as this one will go with Pat Note. Back to the top of the key as they work it around the horn to Vandal. Vandal making her way to the paint, jumper no. Rebound coming down to Josie Jensen, her third. Other side of the floor goes Ellie Lucas. Lucas interior to Crockett, left-handed layup for 2. Crockett 6 in the first and 6 in the second right now as Northern Cass now has extended a lead. It's a 6-0 run here for the Jags. Turtle Mountain on the baseline. We'll handle it to the right-hand side to Czar. Czar with it between the circles. Dribble handoff to Azure. Azure right elbow jumper. Got it. Achilles Azure now with 11 points. For Northern Cass here with Hayden Crockett, they will bring it in the front court. As Crockett finds a high post touch, 14-footer. Jensen, no rebound here for Turtle Mountain with Czar. Azure, Achilles comes into a 3 off the iron. Ball tapped out into the hands of Quinn, her 4th. For Turtle Mountain, right-hand side three-pointer coming for Madison. Shot no. Lattiser, put back, yes. She's got 3 points and 5 rebounds. As now Crockett will bring it in the front court. Crockett to Jensen, back to Hayden. Hayden with a shot fake, making her way down the paint. Shot, no. Rebound here for Turtle Mountain. As that'll go to Czar, her 4th. Other side of the floor, Turtle Mountain bounce pass. And will nearly have a foul. Instead, it will be Jensen collecting her 4th rebound. Outlet the other way. Crockett gets it for the and one. Hayden Crockett with an and one opportunity for Northern Cass. Foul will be on Lattiser. That'll be her 2nd, the team's 2nd. As coming out will be Carly Ryder again here for Northern Cass after giving some minutes. And Crockett will go to the free throw line. Crockett already has, again here in this quarter, 14 points. And she misses the free throw opportunity. Madison picks up the ball. As this will be in the front court to Azure. Azure right-hand side for Turtle Mountain, back to the top of the key to Czar. Czar, left-hand side, will handle it now to Pat Node. Pat Node to the baseline. Lattiser making her way, and we'll have a foul on Jensen in Northern Cass as the foul will come across here on Josie Jensen, her 2nd, team's first of the quarter. So you got 2 on Jensen and 2 on Tess Jalbert now. As Turtle Mountain will be inbounding the basketball. 4:53 left to play on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard in half number 1. We still will get to our halftime show, brought to you in part by Hunter Insurance. That'll be coming up with some look at first half numbers. Jumper on the way by Achilles is off. Rebound tipped, and this will be in the hands of Turtle Mountain. Then a block shot with Hayden Crockett. Achilles gets her 2nd rebound. Crockett picks up the foul, her 1st, and will have 2 free throws here for Madison. Patton, the 5'8" sophomore, will be in to the free throw line here, where Turtle Mountain is 2 of 4 from the stripe. Free throw opportunity on the 1st is off the back of the rim, no. 2nd free throw upcoming here for Turtle Mountain. They came in averaging 55 points per contest here for the Braves. Their most points, 69 against Minot North back on December the 9th. Free throw opportunity is off. Rebound, though, to the Braves here to Vandal. 3-pointer coming, making a long 2. Long 2 here for Achilles, as she's got now 13 points. She's had her foot right around that 19-9 line for most of the game. Crockett, jumper, no. Rebound tipped, and it'll be Northern Cass basketball. Turtle Mountain looking to regain the lead here with a stop and a score. Ellie Lucas bring into the front court. Right wing jumper from 15, no. Rebound here to Achilles, her 3rd. Azure goes the other side. Stop, pop, jumper. Got it. Achilles will have 15 points here for Turtle Mountain. As now Rust brings it into the front court. Rust, right-hand side to Tess Jalbert. Right short corner, Lucas finds a cutting Crockett, and there'll be a foul here on the floor. 3rd one here for Turtle Mountain of the quarter. Foul coming across with Madison. Pat Nod will pick up the 1st foul as Rust will inbound the basketball. Rust finds, but this one was tipped out of bounds. And it will be Northern Cass basketball. So for Northern Cass, again with the Rock, trailing it by 1 here against the Braves. Crockett trying to knife her way through a double team inside Winterquist. Ball gets deflected, and there's turnover number 5. Turtle Mountain will bring this one to the front court. Left wing 3, shooting Czar, and this will be out of play towards Northern Cass. Well, the Braves right now hustling after those loose balls, getting second chances, and we'll get a timeout on the floor. We'll break as well. Timeout DC Lucas on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119, 636-2119, or planterdoc.com.
That timeout again brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. As Northern Cass will inbound the basketball here as they handle it with Crockett as she gets the ball screen. Crockett, right of the key to Tesh Jalbert, finds a cutting Winterquist for two. Addie now with 4 points here off the bench, and Northern Cass has regained the advantage. Other side of the floor goes Turtle Mountain. And the Braves, they will have the green light to shoot when they're open as they handle it with Azure. Azure, good bounce pass across the paint. Jumper, though, can't find the 2 points as Winterquist gets the rebound, but then there's a turnover. Turtle Mountain here in the front court with Patno. Left wing three-pointer. Rebound coming here to Winterquist, but right away Azure comes down and gets the loose ball. Jump ball that will favor Northern Cass here as Northern Cass will handle it. They led by 2 points after one quarter play, 14-12 as we near the waning minutes of the opening half. Rust at the right wing looking inside. Ball, well, that'll eventually be a turnover here from Czar to Vandal. Vandal in transition looking for Azure. Achilles, the sophomore guard, into the front court, top of the key. Here's a three by Achilles. No rebound, putback, can't get it to go for Czar, her fifth, and then we'll eventually have a foul on Northern Cass. That'll be their third. Foul on the Jags. This will be on Winterquist, her first, team's third, and Braves will inbound the basketball here with Madison. Patnon to inbound it as she goes. Achilles, Azure, spinning, and she eventually will travel with the basketball. Looking for that little Euro step through the paint. As now for Northern Cass, they will bring it here with Crockett. Crockett into the front court. Looking for it on the interior to Jensen. Slips the pass across. Turtle Mountain was there defensively to collect the steal. Other side of the floor goes the Braves, as this will be out of play for Turtle Mountain. A little helter-skelter here for the Braves, but it's worked for them in this first half as they're just trailing it by one. Largest lead of the game for Northern Cass coming. And around that early part where they got up by 5, but Turtle Mountain's been able to kind of go point for point with them. Nice high-low game with Winterquist on the inside. She's got 6. And Turtle Mountain, they've at times here for the majority of this quarter have had a quick answer as they handle it with Azure. Azure to the top of the key to Vandal. Vandal handles it. Looking for a teammate. Instead will shoot it. Three-pointer, no. Good box out here by Casey Fix. And there's going to be a foul by Turtle Mountain. Turtle Mountain here with Madison will pick up the foul. Her second, team's fourth, and the next one will be the bonus as Tesh Jalbert will check in as Lucas will check in with Tesh Jalbert checking out, that is, for Northern Cass. Hayden Crockett will handle it here as she leads the floor for the Jags with 14 points. Crockett jumper from the free throw line. Rebound coming here to Turtle Mountain. LaRock now into the game, and we'll have a foul on the drive as this will be with Vandal to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul will be across Northern Cass, and that'll be their fourth of the contest. Foul coming across here with Ellie Lucas, her first. Free throw opportunity for Vandal as she will go to line to shoot 2. Free throw attempt on the first is off. Second free throw attempt upcoming here for Vandal. As Turtle Mountain, Brashear comes back into the game for the sophomore guard. Free throw attempt number 2 is up and in. So Vandal now with 4 points here, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Crockett, left wing, zips it past to Jensen. Turn around off the front iron, rebound to Harley, her first. Turtle Mountain brings it in the front court with Azure. Achilles, right-hand side pick and pop, deep two-pointer long. Rebound here, tousled for on the inside. Underneath, and a little shot up here for two for LaRock. An underhanded shot here for LaRock as she was underneath the rim. Crockett works the other side. No, Hayden put back. Can't get it to go. Hayden sees this one tipped out to Achilles. Turtle Mountain and Northern Cass, second tie of the contest here at 26. Brave shot no. Rebound here on the interior, and we'll have a foul. Bercier will pick up her second rebound, and this will be 2 free throws upcoming in the bonus. As Northern Cass will see their 5th team foul. Foul coming across here on Casey Fix, her first. High school basketball here today from Northern Cass. Free throw opportunity is up and in. A middle division game here between the Jags and the Braves. And both being in the A division with AA, B, and A this season here for the 3-class system. Free throw attempt number 2 is in. So Bercier goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line, has 2 rebounds. Turtle Mountain leads it by 2 as Rust is newly inserted into the game. Fix on the baseline, finds Rust. Rust looking for the high post, good flash by Lucas. 12-footer, can't find the rim. Close enough to the rim, that is, as Zara gets her 6th rebound. Turtle Mountain will handle it with Azure. Right-hand side to Czar. Czar gives it back to the left wing here to LaRock. Give and go action for Turtle Mountain. Jumper, no. Rebound here for Crockett as she lost it. Rebound for Turtle Mountain eventually, and there's the foul. Bercier will pick it up. That'll be her first, 3rd rebound, and we'll have 2 free throws here for Northern Cass. Northern Cass will head to the free throw line here with a chance to shoot 2, as this will be with Lucas. Ellie Lucas to the free throw line to shoot the pair here for Northern Cass. First free throw attempt is up, and it's good. Lucas now with 3 points. Free throw attempt number 2 here upcoming. Lucas gets the second now with 4. For Turtle Mountain, they use up their dribble for a minute. Czar, left-hand side. They able to go coast to coast and beat the buzzer here for the Braves with the 2 points with LaRock. At the half on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's Turtle Mountain 30. The Northern Cass Jaguars 28. An 18-point quarter for Turtle Mountain, while Northern Cass has a 14-point quarter. Second half action is next here from Northern Cass.
Head to rjbroadcasting.com and get your free copy, the Digital Sports Guide. It's the winter sports guide for R&J Sports, and it's free, it's digital, and it's available on rjbroadcasting.com. The cover's blue, it's got great photos on it, and it's easy for you to download. Simply go to rjbroadcasting.com, click on the winter sports guide, or scan the QR code if you see it on the flyer or on our social media pages or on the screens. It's the Winter Sports Guide, R&J Sports 2023-24, available now, rjbroadcasting.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
As we come back here on our Hunter Insurance Agency halftime show, Northern Cass and Turtle Mountain, it's the Braves with a 2-point lead. Turtle Mountain with 12 points in the first quarter, 18 in the second, Well, for Northern Cass, 14 points in the first quarter and 14 points in the second as well. Team numbers for Turtle Mountain, 6 players in the scoring column, 5 of 8 from the free throw line with 1 triple, that courtesy of Vandal, and they have 21 rebounds with 11 turnovers. For Northern Cass, 4 players in the scoring column. They have yet to hit a 3 here today for the Jags. 4 or 5 from the free throw line, all coming in the second. 15 rebounds with 8 turnovers for Northern Cass. Turtle Mountain led by the 15 points of Achilles Azure, 15 points and 4 rebounds, 6 points for Vandal, 4 points for Vandal, 4 points for LaRock as well. 2 on the way for Zier, 2 points for Brashear, and 3 points for Quinn Lattiser, who has 5 rebounds. Again, Turtle Mountain led by the 15 points by Achilles and 4 boards. Well, for Northern Cass, 14 points scored here for Hayden Crockett, who's 2 of 3 from the foul line with 5 rebounds. Crockett with 14 points. 6 points for Winterquist, 4 points for Ellie Lucas, and 4 points, 4 rebounds for Josie Jensen. The Jags again led by Crockett with 14 points. This is our halftime show, brought to you in part by Hunter Insurance. Hunter Insurance Agency, dedicated to providing you the best support for your insurance requests from crop, hail, farm, commercial, and home. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com. That again is hunterinsuranceagency.com. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, let you know some other scores from earlier in the day for girls basketball in North Dakota. That's all still to come here from Hunter.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Ryder Burris. I'm confident on the ice. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Taking a look at some scores earlier today on our Hunter Insurance Agency halftime show. In girls basketball, Mayport CG defeats Maple River 63-40. That game going on in Mayville. The boys game currently at the half with the Patriots out in front over the Raiders. Girls basketball as well. Kindred defeats Shiloh Christian 59-52 for head coach Sam Brandt and the Vikings. Latest poll featured Northern Cass, the number 2 team in the state in the A division. Kindred was receiving votes with Turtle Mountain as well, alongside with Shiloh Christian. Turtle Mountain going up against Wofford City, which was receiving votes. Now you're going up against Northern Cass. They played ranked competition here back-to-back. Northern Cass squaring off with Turtle Mountain before they have Kindred and then 4 Winds Minnewacan next week. After the conclusion of this game, we will get to our next contest, which will feature North Border and Northern Cass. That'll be in the boys game, roughly a 5 o'clock opening tip. And nearing the end of quarter number 1, in the FCS semifinals between Montana and North Dakota State. The Grizz and the Bison right now. North Dakota State holds a 3-0 advantage. Last check late in the first quarter. That again does it for a halftime show, brought to you in part by Hunter Insurance Agency. Their dedicated staff will provide you the best support with your insurance requests. Again, contact Johnny Jorgensen and the crew at Hunter Insurance Agency by going to hunterinsuranceagency.com. Chase Miller alongside with Brady Wolski here with you from Northern Cass. The Jags looking to go to 5-0 with a win here today, while Turtle Mountain looking to go to 5-2 with a W here on this Saturday afternoon. Third quarter is next here from Hunter.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
As we come back for second half action here, Turtle Mountain will start with the basketball as they will have Achilles Azure, and she nearly throws this one away, but Turtle Mountain able to get to the baseline. Spinning here is Czar for the 2 points. For Northern Cass in the front court now, Russ, Crockett, Tesh, Jalbert, Lucas, and Jensen. Crockett weaving her way to the high post to Jensen. Josie gives it as she gets it back from Ellie for the 2 points. Jensen with 6 points and 4 rebounds. Achilles on the floor with Lattiser here for Turtle Mountain with Vandal, Czar, and Bercier, the original starting 5 for the Braves. Left of the key here for Bercier. She goes baseline. Achilles will shoot the 3 off the front iron and a board coming down to Lucas, their third, but then there will be a turnover here for Northern Cass, their 9th. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, share their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhbanknd.com. Turtle Mountain will see this one with Azure. Achilles to the baseline as this one will go to Vandal. Ball to the top as Turtle Mountain will have a kickball here with Lucas. And for Turtle Mountain right now, the question can be, is there a second consistent scorer here as they had the points again with Achilles with 15 of the 30 points in the first half. She can obviously put the ball in the hoop. There's no doubt about it. Going to the paint like this, this will be short, partially deflected as Josie Jensen collects her 5th rebound, but then they just get someone else to get a couple of quality looks in for Turtle Mountain, makes them ever more dangerous. And the same can be said for Northern Cass right now as Crockett has 14 of their points, but the one person who can come alive is Jensen with 2 field goals in the quarter, and we're tied at 32. Other side of the floor, as this will be a turnover as Crockett will make her way. Crockett, teardropper in the paint. Can't get it to go. Rebound here for Lucas, and we'll have a foul. Lucas gets her 4th board of the game. Foul will be coming on Turtle Mountain with Lattiser, her 3rd foul and the team's first of quarter number 3. Tough one here for Coach David Gorno Jr. And we'll have another foul on the Braves as Crockett quickly slips it and gets the paint. Foul here on Czar. That'll be her team's second. And Hayden Crockett goes to the free throw line where she's 2 of 3 so far today. Hayden, free throw attempt off the iron. Second free throw attempt upcoming here for Northern Cass for Crockett. Second one is up and no good. Rebound coming down to Turtle Mountain with Quinn. Lattiser gets her 6th rebound of the game. Right-hand side, Vandal back to the top of the key. Azure back to the right baseline. Vandal right pocket. 3! Tickles the twine. Vandal with her 2nd 3. She's got 7 in the game, and there's that little different scoring again outside of Achilles. And a turnover here for Turtle Mountain. Achilles bounce pass across the paint. Left-handed shot, no. Rebound, though, for Achilles, her 5th. Another chance for Turtle Mountain off the front iron here for Zara on the board to Tesh Jalbert. Left-hand side goes Lucas. Lucas gives it on the interior. Jensen from 12 feet short. And the rebound here to Achilles, her 6th board of the game. Turtle Mountain with Achilles to the right-hand side as this will be giving the ball right back. 16-footer is going to go in for 2. So Azure now with 17 points to lead the floor in scoring here for Turtle Mountain as the Braves have their largest lead on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard at 5. Rust at the left wing. Looking backdoor for a teammate for Tesh Jalbert and a turnover. Achilles in the front court. 17-footer. Got it! Achilles now with 19 points and Turtle Mountain continues to shine. 39-32. It's a 7-0 run here for the Braves in the last minute 45. Northern Cass with a miss, and it's been mostly one and done here in this run for Northern Cass. Other side of the floor, jumping into a 3-pointer off the front iron by Vandal. Rebound, though, and this will be before the shot. The board here for Lattiser. And we'll see a foul upcoming here on Northern Cass. Foul will be on Tesh Jalbert, her 3rd and the team's 1st. As Turtle Mountain with Vandal to inbound the basketball. Bounce pass. This one will go straight up. Turtle Mountain gets it right back. Jumper inside for 2. Azure with 21 and a timeout on the floor on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Turtle Mountain leads it by 9.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping with their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities that they serve. It's more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner you can always count on. It's values-based banking. Go to ibanknorth.com. That, again, is ibanknorth.com. As it's a 41-32 advantage here for Turtle Mountain. Chase Miller, Brady Walski with you here from Northern Cass, where today, starting to heat up and continue to play well, is Azure, the 5'8" sophomore guard with 21 points here for the Braves. As Turtle Mountain, right now we'll see DC Lucas take his 3rd timeout of the contest, so they have 2 left, while for Turtle Mountain they have all 5 left here. Tesh Jalbert flashes, nothing there. Zone continues. Jensen on the interior to Crockett. Crockett forces one up, gets fouled in the act of shooting, and Hayden will go to the free throw line. Foul coming across on the Braves. That'll be their 3rd of the quarter. Foul will be on Vandal, her 1st. Lattiser with 3 for the Braves. Jalbert with 3 here for Northern Cass as the free throw by Crockett is off the back of the rim. Northern Caps looking for something to go in that hoop after it was tied at 32. And Crockett able to do that here. Hayden now with 15 points. Full court pressure defense. Tess Jalbert guarding Achille here, pretty much almost of a chaser, just guarding her, not even helping in terms of what they're doing right now, trying to give Azure a difficult time with the basketball. And she gets the shot off the rim. Rebound comes down to Crockett, as we'll have a foul on the way for Bercier, her second, team's fourth. And Northern Cass right now trying to do what Turtle Mountain did early in the first half, weather some of the storm right now. Largest lead of the game for Turtle Mountain at 9. Crockett, left-hand side, and that's the largest lead of the game for either club. Rust, left baseline, thought about a three. Rust looking for a cutting teammate here, gives it right-hand side to Tess Jalbert. High post touch Jensen, back to Crockett. Crockett dribble, pullback, 22-footer. Can't get it to go. Rebound, though, for Rust, her first. Rust then will see this one batted out of bounds. So 3:20 left in the third quarter here. Northern Cass with a bucket would make it a two-possession game. As coming up is Lucas. Bounce pass here on the inside, and there's a foul. This is on the reach. This will be on Zor. Will be her third and the team's fifth, and 2 fouls upcoming on Jensen. So Josie Jensen will go to the free throw line where she has 8 points and 5 rebounds so far here today. And for the Braves now, they pick up a little bit more of the foul situation with both Azar and Lattiser having 3. Free throw opportunity for Jensen is up and good. Winterquist will check into the game for Lucas, while coming into the game will be Casey Fix for Rust. Second free throw attempt on the way for Jensen. Josie goes 2 for 2 from the line, now in double digits with 10. It's a 6-point contest here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard with Turtle Mountain out in front. Azure takes the screen, and Addie Winterquist came across to kind of hedge a little bit. As she did, she picks up her second. And now for the Braves, a fresh 35 on the shot clock, and will handle it in the front court here. Czar inbounds at Lattiser. Going on the inside of Jensen. Josie block shot, but right into the hands of Azure. And then eventually Crockett gets the steal. Hayden Crockett leads a 2-on-1. Crockett with a little contact and count it. Hayden Crockett with the and one. Foul comes on Bercier, her third, and all of a sudden now the Braves with 3 having those particular fouls. Excuse me, that foul will be coming across on Vandal, her second. Crockett converts the 3-point opportunity now with 18 points, and Northern Cass at one point trailing at 41-32 has gone on a little 6-0 run here for Northern Cass in their own right. Czar making her way to the paint. Winterquist gets the foul and then gets the block, and then eventually Lattiser will pick up the foul. Lattiser with her fourth, and as we mentioned, with the new rules again through time and time again during our broadcast here on your live event, can you take advantage when you get into double bonus with about 3 to 4 minutes left in the quarter? We haven't seen it too terribly much, but here for Northern Cass, they're getting to the free throw line, and they will hit the first free throw. And Jensen right now with 11 points. Free throw attempt number 2 is good, and she's 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Here in Northern Cass came all the way back, as Lattiser will have to check out. Pat Nod will check back into the game now for Turtle Mountain. It's been a fun middle-class game so far. Girls A contest today here from Hunter. Left-hand side, Bercier gives it to the top. Jumper on the way for Vandal, got it to go. Vandal has been scorer number 2 here for the Braves with 9 points. And Azure has 21 inside Jensen. 7-footer turnaround jumper, and Jensen continues to shine. 10 in the quarter, 14 in the game. And now it's bucket for bucket here. Turtle Mountain with Zar at the top of the key, guarded by Winterquist as we near the 2-minute mark. Zar looking for a teammate, left-hand side. Azure double team comes, driving kick. Bercier saves it before it goes into the bench. Azure guarded by Tess Jalbert, and there's a reach. That's going to be a tough one on Tess. That'll be her fourth. That'll be the team's third. As Tess Jalbert, we'll see Casey Fick staying in as Tess Jalbert will come out of the game. And Tess, from right off the opening tap, has had to play with some foul trouble, as she had 2 in the opening couple of minutes here for Northern Cass. Jags with the rock now. Jumper. Make it Turtle Mountain with the jumper. Deep 2-pointer with Madison. Batnod with the 2-pointer at the left wing. And Turtle Mountain's kind of been towing that 19-9 3-point line for a majority of the game on their jumpers. It's either just a 3 or just inside the 3-point line, as we'll have a violation here on the carrying violation here for Turtle Mountain. As the Jags with Hayden Crockett will bring it in the front court here, trying to tie this one up or get back within one. The Braves hedge on the screen. Crockett takes the ball screen here, looking inside for Jensen over her outstretched arms, and turnover number 11 on Northern Cass. Nice little hesitation move for the Braves. Zor with the 2 points. She's got 6. Northern Cass looking for the steal there with Crockett unable to get it and open up the lane. Jensen, right-hand side, Lucas. Lucas on the interior to Winterquist. Winterquist off the window for 2. Winterquist has scored in every quarter. She has 8. As Turtle Mountain will bring the ball up the floor now with Azure. Uses up that dribble, fires a pass. Vandal. Vandal looking on the inside to extra fine top of the key. 3 coming. Botna now with 5 points here in the quarter, and Turtle Mountain back up by 2 possessions. Hayden Crockett will bring it to the front court on this 1-3-1 matchup zone. Jensen high post looking for Fix. Back to Josie as they work it around the horn to Lucas. Ball tapped out in a turnover. Azure gives it to the Braves here as they're looking for one shot. Czar will nearly have a over and back. Northern Cass has 1 foul to give before it's the double bonus, and there's going to be the foul. This will be on Hayden Crockett, her second, team's 4th. As it'll be 9.1 seconds left in the quarter as Turtle Mountain will inbound it right in front of their own bench. See what Coach David Gorno Jr. wants to call here. Hotnon gives it to Achilles. Azure using up that dribble. Winterquist gets the poke for a second. Azure spinning, beats the buzzer if it goes. And that's how we'll end our third quarter of play. A 20-point quarter for Turtle Mountain. Well, for Northern Cass, it was a 16-point quarter. Turtle Mountain leads it by 6 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
As we come back here to Northern Cass, the Jags and the Braves here in this one. Turtle Mountain led by the 21 of Achilles Azure, for Northern Cass led by the 18 of Hayden Crockett. Jags with the basketball to start the quarter as they will go to Lucas, partially deflected on the pass. Tess Jalbert back to Rust. Rust at the right of the key with the basketball. Leaves it to Tess. Tess ripping it through, bounce pass. There goes Jensen to the baseline. Lucas with a shot fake jumper from 18. No. Rebound here for Crockett, throwing it up and gets fouled, and she'll go to the line. Hayden with her 7th rebound of the game, as she will go to the stripe to shoot 2. As this foul will come across on Vandal, her 3rd here for Turtle Mountain, as in this contest, Northern Cass 10 of 14 from the free throw line. and now make them 11 of 15. Turtle Mountain 5 of 8 so far from the stripe with 3 threes. The Jags have yet to hit a 3. Free throw attempt here for Crockett on the second is good as well. So Hayden now reaches the 20-point mark as the Braves will bring it in the front court. Vandal at the right wing. Vandal making her way to the paint. Teardropper, no. Rebound to Tesh Dahlberg, and then we'll have a foul or a jump ball. No, we'll have a jump ball, excuse me. Tesh Dahlberg gets the rebound, but eventually gives it right back almost as a turnover here. Good hands by Potnod. Turtle Mountain to inbound it, as they will right-hand side with Madison. Madison looking for a pass here as it goes right wing to LaRock. Azure with the basketball guarded by Crockett. Right-hand side to LaRock. Achille gets the ball looking for a little hesitation. Dribble walled off by Crockett. Interior here as that'll go to Czar. Left-hand side. Block shot with Jensen. It's still loose with Rustin. We'll have a jump ball, and this time the arrow goes towards Northern Cass. Well, it's been back and forth all day between these two teams. Neither team is led by double digits. Largest lead the 9 points for Turtle Mountain in the third quarter. Jensen throws it away here with Lucas. Very active 1-3-1 zone and with the length right now. But Lucas gets a steal in her own right, trying to collect the ball here quickly, and it'll go out of bounds. So Lucas did a good job coming back, but again, no one is saying anything for David Gorno Jr. That's the one thing he's not going to be too happy with from a teammate perspective. You got to let someone know when someone's coming from the backcourt if they're trying to get a poke-away steal. Azure right wing open here. Top of the key, Madison shooting the 3, and she buries another one. Potno now with 8 points on the second half off the bench for Turtle Mountain. Hayden Crockett slips her way to the paint for 2. Crockett with 22, and right now if you're going to put all the pressure on Achilles, someone else will have to answer for the Braves, and Madison has been that answer. Madison takes a ball screen, gets the free throw line, 16-footer off the heel of the rim. Ball will be out of play off of Crockett, as will stay with Turtle Mountain. If your Northern Cats kind of been hovering around this 2-possession style of game right now, where can you tie it up and eventually take the lead? But for Turtle Mountain, they've been able to have the answer when needed. Tesh Dahlberg running the floor here, gives it to Crockett. Nice pass for 2. Crockett with 6 in the quarter here for Northern Cass. 24 in the contest. They're back within 1 possession. Turtle Mountain here with Potna making her way to the paint. Blocked by Jensen. Gets the ball back. It's still loose. And we'll have another tie-up. The arrow goes towards Turtle Mountain. So Turtle Mountain to inbound the basketball here as Winterquist will check into the game. Coming in for Ellie Lucas. These two teams playing a little physical brand of basketball here today. As the officials, as they've done pretty consistent throughout, have kind of let the players try to determine it, but will eventually have a traveling violation, and there it is. Turnover number 18 on Turtle Mountain. And right now, if you're Northern Cass, how can you tie and then eventually take the lead? And if you're Turtle Mountain, you've been not so much hanging on, but you've been doing enough to keep the lead. Give and go. This will go to Rust. Rust in the baseline driving. Right-hand side, extra passes. This will go right pocket 3 for Crockett. Off the iron, no. Rebound, Tesh Dahlberg slips through 2 Braves. Can't get it to go. Jensen, putback, got it. Jensen with 16.6 rebounds here. And then we'll have a timeout, or we'll have a running into a little bit of a blood time here will be Achilles Azure, as she will have to get checked out. It looks like she might have had a little cut as she comes out of the game here, and so now you're going to have to make sure everything is good to go with 5:22 left to play. Maybe just a little bit of a bloody nose or came through, as Turtle Mountain will make the substitution here as they will bring Czar back into the contest. Right now for Turtle Mountain, here at the left of the key, 3-pointer coming for the Braves. That'll miss as they quickly work on Achilles on the opposite side here. She is getting attended to. Hayden Crockett We'll see this one in the front court here. She crosses the timeline. Crockett gives it to Jensen. Jensen to Tess Jalbert. Jalbert, jumper for the lead. 16-footer, gets it to go. Tess Jalbert with her first field goal of the game, and Northern Cass has regained the advantage. As we'll have a time here, as there's going to be some blood on the floor, as they will have to take a look and get this one taken out of here, as they're going to have to take a look at the partial of the court and make sure everything is good to go after Achille again checked out. So you probably need a towel or two and make sure the court gets cleared off, as right now they say that everything is good. As they continue to have a little bit more of a blood time here on the floor. With 4:51 left to play here in regulation, we'll still get to our post-game show coming up with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Already Enterprises feature precision play the contest, that and more still to come here at the conclusion of this one on our modified post-game shows. We'll get you set then for North Border Northern Cass boys basketball. That one going to tip roughly after 5 o'clock, just a little after 5 at this point, but we'll have a foul. This will be on Crockett or Rust here, as Lattiser will go to the free throw line. Foul comes on Hayden, her third. Team's first of the quarter, and 2 shots here for Quinn. Quinn so far today 1 of 2 from the free throw line, has 7 rebounds. Free throw attempt is up and good. Lattiser, free throw attempt number 2. Second one is good as well, now with 5 points. Northern Cass will bring it in the front court, trailing it by 1 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Left-hand side for Tess Jalbert. Skips it. Crockett, 25-footer for Hayden. Off the mark. Rebound here to Turtle Mountain with Czar. Double-teamed. Gets it away as they bring it in the front court. As Czar back to the top here to Vandal. Vandal uses up that dribble right-hand side to pot note on the interior here to Lattiser. Shot no. Rebound to Tess Jalbert, her 5th. Tess Jalbert in the front court now for Northern Cass. Leaves it for Crockett. Crockett working her way around the horn. Takes a dribble. Pines it past to Winterquist on the baseline. And Addison with the 2 points. Well, Winterquist has scored in every quarter so far. She's got 10 off the bench for head coach D.C. Lucas. Right-hand side with the basketball. The pot note on the interior. Here's a shot up and good. Lattiser now with 7 points. And back and forth we go here in the fourth quarter. Crockett goes behind the back. Tess Jalbert, left pocket 3! Got it! Tess Jalbert now with 5, and Northern Cass leads it by 2. Turtle Mountain the other side here with Vandal. Right-hand side shot fake with Madison. Madison gets by Crockett. Easy 2 points, and we're tied at 59. 10 points off the bench here for Potnode for Turtle Mountain. Rust in the front court here. Remind you, this is all going on with Achilles Azure still getting attended to right now with that look like a cut. Winterquist with the putback. Now with 12 points and 4 rebounds for Northern Cass. Turtle Mountain here with Vandal. Vandal left of the key, slipping it on the interior. Turnaround jumper is good. Trading buckets back and forth as Zor now has 8. Tied at 61 with 2:40 left in regulation. As Tess Jalbert on the interior, and we'll have a foul on Lattiser. Lattiser's going to foul out with her 5th. That'll be the team's 2nd of the quarter, and Winterquist will go to the free throw line. So Quinn will foul out here with 7 points, 7 rebounds, 3 of 4 shooting from the free throw line here, as we're going to have a timeout for Turtle Mountain. We'll break as well, 2:34 left to play here from Hunter on YourLiveEvent.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Full timeout here for the Turtle Mountain Braves. That'll be their first of the contest. While Northern Cass, they have 2 remaining. Right now, Turtle Mountain with 2 team fouls in the quarter. Northern Cass has 1. The Braves trying to get to 5-2 on the season with the win, while Northern Cass is looking to remain perfect with the win and try to get to 5-0 on the season. Some girls basketball scores from earlier in the day. Mayport CG over Maple River, 63-40, and you had the Kindred Vikings with a 59-52 win over the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks. Vikings in the NFL lose in overtime against Cincinnati 27-24, and right now late in the first half it's Montana with a 10-3 lead over North Dakota State. So that's a look at your out-of-town scoreboard here before we get to our post-game show. So checking back in is Achilles. That's the good news, and it looks like her wrist is taped up a little bit here, that she has everything good to go, and we'll have 2 free throws for Winterquist. Addie, free throw attempt on the first is off. She'll get a second one, though, this to take the lead here for Northern Cass. Second free throw attempt is up and good. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Jags now lead it by a point. In the front court here is Madison. Botton on with the basketball, finds Azure. Azure spinning. She looks to get the ball back here. That's going to be a spin for Czar. Czar to the baseline. Jumper by LaRock, partially blocked with Lucas. Turtle Mountain makes its way down the baseline. Top of the key for Madison. Shot fake. Shot clock getting now to 7. This will go right-hand side to Berkshire. Back to the top of the key to Achilles. Azure, right wing 3. That'll go out of bounds, and it will be a shot clock violation. Northern Cass. I'll see if Turtle Mountain picks up a little bit full court pressure defense, as they will with a little token pressure D as Crockett gets in the front court. Hayden at the left wing, free throw line extended, goes to the baseline here, pops it past to Tesh Jalbert. Jalbert inside, Winterquist spinning, shooting, in and out, no good, ball out of play. Last touch off of Jensen and Northern Cass. Good look though on the zone. Northern Cass has had some success in the paint, getting that reversal in against Turtle Mountain. Hayden Crockett applying the pressure defense on Achilles, forcing someone else other than her to bring the rock up. Botnot at the left wing. Achilles looking to get open as they handle it now to Czar. Czar here at the top of the key. Dribble handoff to Achilles. Achilles right elbow to the baseline here to Madison. Madison making her way around, and what a scoop. A reversal for 2 for the sophomore guard. She's got 12 points, and she's been a difference maker today, as we have 2 players just inadvertently running into each other right now. Crockett with the 3, and we'll have an injury timeout. Crockett with the 3, she's got 27, and you had Winterquist just inadvertently running into Pontenod here as they both hit the deck, and sometimes when they ran into each other, you might have just saw 2 knees kind of hit one another there with 1:08 left to play here in the fourth quarter. It's high school girls basketball on your liveevent.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
After the injury timeout, Madison able to come up under her own pressure again, under her own strength. Just possibly could have been a little bit, again, knee on knee, but they're looking more at the left ankle right now. After the Crockett 3 to take the lead, Turtle Mountain here will handle it in the front court with a chance to regain the lead or tie. Azure, right-hand side to Czar, working around the horn, right baseline now to Berkshire, back looking for Azure. Nothing is granted. Vandal, guarded by Winterquist, uses up that dribble, skips it across the way, as this one will go to LaRock. LaRock with a jumper, in and out, no. Rebound to Jensen. Jensen rips it through for her 7th rebound. Lucas in the front court pushes Jalbert, and there's a foul. That was a really good foul. Otherwise, it would have been 2 points and a 2-possession lead. Instead, the foul comes across here on the push, as that'll be on LaRock, her first, and the team's third. Again, a really good foul. Otherwise, it would be a 4-point lead right now. So if you're Turtle Mountain, you'll have to foul quickly. Instead, Jensen jumper off the iron, no. Rebound to Achilles, her 7th, and we'll have a timeout here for Turtle Mountain. Turtle Mountain down by 2 with the basketball. We return here from Northern Cass. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhbanknd.com. That again is dhbanknd.com. Northern Cass 65, Turtle Mountain 63 here, as this game between the Jags and the Braves has gone right down to the wire on this Saturday afternoon. We still got one more game to go here from Northern Cass with the boys contest featuring North Border and Northern Cass as well. So after the timeout for Turtle Mountain, what will they draw up? As they have 3 timeouts remaining, while you also have Northern Cass, they have 1 timeout remaining. For Turtle Mountain here, they will see Czar on the inbounds to Azure. Azure at the free throw line, takes a ball screen. Lucas comes in on the help. Azure making her way down the paint. There's going to be a foul before the shot, as you put Lucas and Crockett there with one another. The foul will come across here. This foul will be on Lucas, her second, team's second. Update for you for Kindred and boys basketball. The Vikings 64, Shiloh Christian 59 with 17 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter, as there's another timeout here for Turtle Mountain as they're looking to draw up another play. That'll be their 3rd timeout. Update for you from Missoula here. North Dakota State with the football late. Looking for a drive here, down by 7 at 10-3 late in the first half. Well, for Turtle Mountain, the difference in this fourth quarter has been the 7 points of Madison Pottenrod, after they have pretty much essentially, it's not a box and one, but it's a man pressure defense with no help off of Achilles Azure here. And Crockett and Tess Jalbert have really been on the guard for the majority of the game, but they're looking to not give her a chance to get the basketball. We just saw a ball screen there, and Crockett got screened, so Lucas had to help out. That he led to eventually a foul, and Turtle Mountain with the rock. Braves inbound it to Azure. Azure right of the key. This will go to the baseline. Turtle Mountain with 13 seconds. Brashear zings it around. Azure skips it right-hand side. Vandal, this for the lead. That one will go off the iron over the backboard, and it will be Northern Cass basketball with 6.1 left here. As DC Lucas wants a timeout, we'll keep it here with 6.1 seconds left to go. So that'll be Northern Cass, their second to last timeout. They will have 1 remaining. Neither team is in the bonus. Turtle Mountain will have to commit 2 fouls in 6 seconds or try to get a steal. The possession arrow is in favor of Northern Cass. So if there is a jump ball, the arrow would stay with Northern Cass as of right now. Turtle Mountain with 2 timeouts remaining. Northern Cass with 1. It was 30-28 Turtle Mountain at the half, 50-44 Braves after 3. But right now it's Northern Cass that's looking to hang on here today from Hunter. But still a lot of time left, as Jensen will flip with Tess Jalbert. Jalbert gives it to Crockett. Crockett, there's a foul as it kills nearly 3 seconds off the clock. Achilles will pick up the foul, her first, team's 9th. And if you're David Gorno, sure, you wanted to commit the trap, but you want the foul to come a whole heck of a lot quicker. And Northern Cass now with 3.2 looking to inbound it. Tess Jalbert finds Crockett, and there's a foul. Crockett able to get about a second off the clock. Czar picks up the foul, her fourth. It will be 2 free throws here for Crockett. As Crockett will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 here for Northern Cass. 27 points, 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Free throw, she'll be shooting 2. Crockett gets the first. Makes it a 3-point game. Timeout here for Turtle Mountain. We'll break with them late in this one. Crockett with a chance to ice it at the free throw line when we return.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
That is again a timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit ibanknorth.com to find a branch and location near you throughout the week. Turtle Mountain with one more timeout here in this contest as Crockett goes to the free throw line, a chance to put the game away again with a made free throw. If she misses, Turtle Mountain has 2.2 seconds to go the length of the floor and try to tie. Crockett, free throw attempt number 2 is up and in. 29 points now for Crockett. All at Turtle Mountain will handle it here. Achilles Azure, 3-pointers off, and that's how we'll end this contest. 67-63. Northern Cass remains undefeated now, 5-0, while Turtle Mountain drops to 4-3. Our post-game show is coming up next.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
As we come back on our post-game show, let's get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That is Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game here in this one kind of goes 1A, 1B when it goes to scoring, obviously, with Crockett and Achilles Azure. Crockett with 29, Azure with 21 points. But because of the defense by Tess Jalbert and Hayden Crockett in the fourth quarter, and because Achilles did have a little cut that she had to tend to in the fourth quarter, she was held scoreless. Those two combinations of defensive play going up against Achilles late in the fourth quarter with Crockett and Addy. That's the reason they're a combination play of our Enbridge Energy Players of the Game. Our Arctic Enterprises feature precision play the contest. The threes when needed here for Northern Cass by Tess Jalbert and Hayden Crockett late in the fourth quarter to regain the advantage both for Tess at the time and for Crockett. Those three-pointers late in pressure cooker situations came up large here today for the Jags. That is our Arctic Enterprises feature precision play the contest with locations in Hillsborough and Drayton. For precision planting updates, information, questions, and more, contact Arctic Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. We come back after this. We'll take a look at the final numbers here in this one between the Jags and the Braves.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119, 636-2119, or planterdoc.com.
Head to rjbroadcasting.com and get your free copy, the Digital Sports Guide. It's the winter sports guide for R&J Sports, and it's free, it's digital, and it's available on rjbroadcasting.com. The cover's blue, it's got great photos on it, and it's easy for you to download. Simply go to rjbroadcasting.com, click on the winter sports guide, or scan the QR code if you see it on the flyer or on our social media pages or on the screens. It's the winter sports guide, R&J Sports 2023-24, available now, rjbroadcasting.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Joining us now is Josie Jensen here for Northern Cass. Josie, you and I were just kind of saying it was a scrapper, no doubt about it. You know, you had to really fight for those rebounds today. Your team was down 9 in the second half, though. It came back and eventually took the lead and won. What does it say about this team, you know, fighting through some adversity here this season to come back and win?
I mean, it says you can never count us out. Even if a team has a lead on us, we're going to fight till the end. We're not going to just give it to them easy, and we definitely didn't do that. We fought, and we earned that win.
How about Tess Jalbert? I know she didn't play a lot in the first half with those fouls, but when you needed a three-pointer there from the left wing late, able to play some good defense as well. What did you see from her performance in short spurts today, battling through those foul troubles?
She really had a good mindset going into the second half. She knew she kind of had to lock down on defense and play smarter than she had been. And then she really came in clutch in offense, too. Like, she was able to move the ball but also take the shot when it was there.
What was it like trying to guard Achilles here, you know, on the opposite side? She had 21 points, and she was obviously doing a little bit of everything. What was the pressure? What was the mindset going to that fourth quarter to try to minimize her scoring or make it as difficult as possible?
We just had to put someone on her and say, don't let her get the ball. You know, you got to lock in and do your job here, because she was what killed us and what kept them in the game. So we just had to kind of lock down and make sure we knew where she was at all times.
Final thing for you, Josie. First time maybe this year that you really had to battle this kind of adversity. It's still early on the season through 5 games, but what do you hope to kind of take from this one when you're going to have another scrapper with Kindred and 4 Winds Milwaukee before you get to that holiday break?
Just make sure we keep our cool, kind of. Play smart on D, move the ball on offense, do the little things. What we work on in practice every day, do them well in the game, and just kind of do what we do best.
Josie, thanks so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Josie Jensen with us here. We'll continue on our post-game show after this.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
As we come back here on our post-game show, again, your final 67-63. Northern Cass picks up the victory over Turtle Mountain here today as we get you taking a look at the final numbers here in this one. Hayden Crockett with 29 points and 7 rebounds here. Crockett was also able to finish 6 of 12 from the free throw line. 16 points for Josie Jensen with 7 rebounds. Addie Winterquist with 13 points off the bench and 4 boards as well. We forgot to mention Josie 4 of 4 from the line. Addie goes 1 of 2. 5 points with Chet Jalbert in the fourth quarter when the Jags needed it most. And Ellie Lucas with 4 points and 4 rebounds. Turtle Mountain 21 points again for Achilles Azure here. 21 in her performance. 12 points for Madison Pottenrod. 9 points here for Vandal. 8 points for Czar. You had 4 points for La Rock. 2 points for for Shear and 5 points for Quinn Lattiser and 7 rebounds. Turtle Mountain now 4-3 in the season. They will play in the Valley City Shootout next, while for Northern Cass they improved to 5-0 in the season. They're at Kindred next on December the 21st on Thursday on YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks again to Brady Walski for running the camera. In about 15 minutes or so, we'll get to the opening tip between Northern Cass and North Border for our second of our split doubleheader here on YourLiveEvent.com.